Hey everybody, I thought I'd make a video here. It seems like lately whenever I turn on my computer I can find something interesting to upload. But I was just looking at a few different websites. This is the Telegraph. I will leave the link below, but it just talks about new discoveries at a necropolis down at Tuna, el-Gebel. And that will be my attempt at pronouncing this name of this Egyptian village. And whoever corrects me in the comments section gets a heart. Pronunciation is not my strong point, just because some of these lesser known sites, I just read about them, I don't hear what they're called. But this appears very ancient. There's just thousands of bird, animal mummies under here, and this just appeared to me to be very ancient. And I remember Tuna el-Gebel is the place on Google Earth that I put a placement a long time ago, just because there was stuff down there. And I might have even done a video on this site, because there was a lot of different pharaohs, I believe, who put in different things here, including, I believe, Akhenaten. But let's just go over to Google Earth and take a peek, because what is a necropolis around? It is around a very ancient structure. And I think we have at least one very ancient structure that is unaccounted for. And I'll give you the evidence for that right now. Let's go over to Google Earth. This is where it is located, all the way down here. Quite a ways south, by far the furthest southern that any of these unfinished pyramids lie. And this is the necropolis. And there's all the way up to the Roman times. There's people that put in their dead here, and there's thousands of bird mummies and animal mummies under the ground here. But I believe this is why it is a very ancient place, because these two structures, at least this one for sure, stood here. And this is where it is located. You can see here, pointing north, you can kind of see how this is lined up. And you notice there is an ancient wall built around this. Just like those unfinished pyramids, strangely, have walls built around what the Egyptologists call unfinished pyramids. Now let's take a 3D view. God, I always do that. I zoom out when I want to zoom in. But let's just take kind of a 3D view of this place. And I'll just let my viewers make up their own mind. You can see clearly there's stuff built around here. And there is ancient stuff right under the sand. And clearly there appears to be an indentation in the very middle of this. And it is lined up. It is lined up to north. You can see there appears to be a wall around here. I believe we are looking at a very ancient structure buried in the ground. And what's really strange here is it looks like there could be a causeway buried here. But there is this structure here, and now this couldn't. This, I have no idea. But that just looks strange to me. But it's this one right here that I'm concentrating on, just because it fits the bill. And if I go over here to this Google Earth, and I like using two of them because the pics are usually different. This is what it looks like on Google Earth Pro, I believe I'm one using here. And if we measure this, it comes out to I would say between 85 and 90 meters. And here, I'll show you here, I'll do it again. It's roughly 85, 95 meters. Now let's go north. Now here is the southern structure. I believe this is called the Layer Pyramid at Zayat el-Aryan. And if you measure that here, you can see that is about 86 meters or 85 meters, 89 meters, up to about 90 meters, depending on where I lay it on the end here. Exact same size. Shaft in the middle, a line north, just like those structures I showed you down at Tuna el-Gebel. And here is the covered one up at Abu Ruwash, and this shows up better on Google Earth Pro. But you can see here a wall enclosing this, and if we measure this, roughly it is 86 meters a line to the north with a shaft in the middle from the description written in 1837. Now once again from overhead, this appears to be enclosed. There appears to be other structures around here, and this line I did not notice anything it went up to, but it appears to be a shaft in the middle of this. Same size, same alignment as the pyramids up at Abu Rawash, the one in Zayat al-Aryan, and the one even yesterday I featured at Southern Saqqara. They all appear to be the same features, all identical, and buried or covered up. Now, I say I am 97% sure that we are looking at some ancient structures under the earth here. And here is the pyramid that I just showed you. And this looks strange up here. And down here, what is under the earth is not a natural feature, I believe. And it looks like there is even an exposed valley temple here, or whatever you would call it. And was there a causeway coming off this structure that connected all three of these? Well, that buried pyramid up at Saqqara had three structures kind of in a row that were built kind of right next to each other, a lot closer than these, but I thought that was worth mentioning. But in my mind's eye, this whole place looks buried and ancient and structures. A pyramid, just like the ones that they call unfinished pyramids, that the Egyptologists, for some reason, say are unfinished, though I have showed you at least, 5 or 6 of them from different pharaohs ranging between the 3rd and 13th dynasty, that for some reason all stopped building their pyramids at the exact same time with the exact same features. That's what the Egyptologists, that's what their theory is. All of these pharaohs from centuries apart all stopped building their pyramids at the same time. So you can take that for what it's worth, and I'll just go out with a 3D view here. This is what it looks like, and you can see it looks like there is a row of structures here buried, and they are identical to what the Egyptologists say are all unfinished structures by different pharaohs centuries apart. Now this is what it looks like from directly overhead, and you notice we have what looks like a valley temple and structures under the earth here, and then this is what I say has the same dimensions and every feature as the Lost Pyramid. And then it even looks like we have a causeway, maybe. And then we have this structure. And we obviously have some modern fences, but I think we have ancient walls too. And these just all appear lined up. And this appears to me to be a lost, covered up, ancient structure that has just been buried by time. I could be wrong. I might be right. But I thought that was worth noting. This is Tuna el-Gebel. That is how I'm pronouncing it. And it's located all the way down here. Hope you thought that was interesting, and you all have. A very nice day.